I think it was Ralph Souquet that once told me, if you're practicing, play as if you would be in the World Championship final. And once you're actually in the World Championship final, play as if you would be practicing. And this is maybe the reason why you can actually play great pool if you're practicing, if you're playing against friends, if you're playing against a weaker player where you know you have the upper hand, you are the much stronger player. But once you're playing against a player who might is the same skill level as you, once you're playing in competition, you all of a sudden start to miss easy shots, you're making silly mistakes, you're making questionable decisions, and everything just seems so much more difficult and complicated, even though you're trying really hard. And once you're in practicing, you would never miss the shot. So this shot is here the perfect example. Let me first of all show you how I would play it if I would just be in practice, and then compare to how many players would play it if they would be in a competition and why this is actually bad. So I see, well, I'm going 2 rails and I will leave the cue ball right around here to have a nice shot on the 8 ball. This should be fine. And I have a great position on the 8 ball. Now, if some people would be in this situation in a real competition and they would face this shot, they would probably do it like this. They would go behind the line. Okay, I'm trying to go 2 rails. Gotta be a bit careful if I add too much right or low. Probably going to scratch into the corner. So I think with this angle on the 6 ball, going to add half a tip of right spin. This should be fine if I hit around here. So you're just hearing my thoughts, by the way. Okay, now stay down on the shot. Better not miss the shot. This is an important one. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. Maybe just a tad thicker. Is this fine? Oh, I missed it. Too much pressure. Just didn't focus enough. No, actually, I made a huge mistake here, which you probably saw. I just gave myself way too many instructions. And the thing when playing pool is that you have to understand you are actually a bad pool player, which doesn't mean you are not able to play great pool. So first of all, we gotta raise the question, who is actually in charge of playing pool? It's not you, it's actually your subconscious mind, your body, your inner self that is playing pool. Take riding a bicycle, for example. If I'm riding a bicycle, I tell myself I want to get from point A to point B, then I'm just stepping on a bicycle and I do my thing without thinking about how I have to move everything, how I have to balance everything. And it's the same in playing pool. Your body knows how the shot has to be played. If you're able to play this one in practice successfully very, very often, you can actually play it in competition successfully if you're not giving yourself instructions. And this is the huge mistake. And of course, I exaggerated a bit here, but even tiny things like, okay, I better not miss the shot, can actually harm yourself because you're starting to give yourself instructions. Whereas the only thing your conscious mind should do, or you should do, is tell yourself, I just want to go 2 rails and get a nice position on the 8 ball. This is everything I have to tell myself, because you are actually the bad pool player. You are just the one who tells what has to happen, and then your subconscious mind is going to execute. And it's the same with aiming, for example. When many pro players, for example, go behind the shot, they're not trying to find the contact point on the 2 ball. What they're actually trying to do is just see the line of the 2 ball, the line that the 2 ball has to travel. And I'm also doing it that way. And just go behind the shot, I see the line, I wanna take the 2 ball, and then once I'm here, I completely shut my mind. I'm not thinking about where exactly I have to aim. Well, this is the contact point, I'm using a touch of right spin, I have to adjust like this. No, this is not how it's happening. The only thing I'm telling myself is cue ball, 2 rails to here, 2 ball in the pocket, then I'm going behind the shot, and from here my mind is completely shut. I'm just going down and trying to execute, or just let my body execute the shot. And if I then miss it, it's fine. Then at least I didn't interfere and sabotage myself by giving myself or my inner self instructions. Because remember, you are a bad pool player. Your subconscious mind, your body is the great pool player. You are the only one who's telling what should be the outcome. And of course, I understand it's a pressure situation. Maybe it's hill-hill, you're playing 8 ball, you're facing the shot, you're standing behind the shot and you're thinking, okay, difficult shot, better not miss this one. If I miss it, I'm probably out of the tournament. So I really gotta do everything to make the shot. Really, focus, give everything I have. No, this is actually the wrong attitude. So whenever things pop up like, I'm not going or I better not miss the shot, then what you have to do is not suppress the thought, not trying to push it away and hide it somewhere, because it will still be there and it will affect your body, because your body still has this thought in mind. So what you have to do is acknowledge the fact that you're afraid of missing the shot, that it's maybe a difficult shot, that it's a pressure situation. So accept the thought and tell yourself, okay, I know, I'm afraid of missing the shot. It's a difficult one. I don't feel very, very well right now, but it's okay. If I miss the shot, I've just missed the ball in pool. Now I'm trying everything I can to make the shot, and if not, it's okay. So just trust in your body, acknowledge the fact that you're maybe a bit afraid, don't try to push it away, and then once you're here, give everything you have to make the shot successfully without trying to interfere consciously, and just let the subconscious mind do the job. And this is why I'm very, very often, when I'm playing here and doing lessons, why I'm making very, very difficult shots look very easy, even while talking and while commenting through the shot, because what I'm doing is I'm not focusing on what I'm actually doing, because I can ride a bicycle and talk at the same time. It's the same in pool for me. If I'm here and I'm going to talk you through what I have to do, my body actually does everything automatically, and this should be the goal. Of course, you need to practice the shots, just as Ralph said. If you're practicing, think about all that stuff, try to puzzle everything together, but once you're actually in competition, just try to trust on your experience, what you've already learned, what you have in your body, in your subconscious mind. So your conscious mind is just the person who tells the subconscious mind, the body, what the outcome should be, which shot you want to play, and then you're just going to let your body do the rest. And this is a really, really powerful mindset. Of course, it's easier said than done, and this is exactly the reason why you're not only practicing is only half of the job you have to do. You actually have to get yourself in competition to actually practice this mindset and practice all of this. Practice breathing techniques and all of this stuff. And for example, when I'm really, really nervous in a match, or if I'm angry, then I actually think, okay, now I'm nervous, now I'm angry, now I can actually practice to get out of the state and get back into flow. And just practice, do the competition, try this mindset out, and it will definitely make you a stronger player and make you play your best possible pool.